We got issues. Okay, here's what's going on. I got the thing set casting, but before I did that, I managed to have a crazy backlash. I got the spool tension set this thing on number 4. It did not like that. Backlashed it, bound it up, cut the line off, put new line on, but here's the issue. I didn't realize I was already out of this. I guess I've had 275 yards. I guess I've played around with it that much that I no longer have any 2-pound tests. Just enough to, you know, get the distance, but I don't know. I guess I really couldn't tell you if I'm hindering or helping this reel. I would guess I'm helping it by making the spool lighter, but it does have to rotate more. But I'm going to show you what I managed to figure out. Okay, so check out that spool tension. That's right about it. Well, it may be a little tighter. Maybe a little tighter than I had the Daiwa. Hang on. No, that's this. I just play with it. I like to just mess with this. I don't want a crazy spool. I want it to stop. That's about right. So I did that, and then over here we ended up almost in the middle between 4 and 5. If you guys, let me try to get that to focus. And it's getting dark, but between 4 and 5, I just put it to 4. I thought, well, surely at 4 it won't backlash. Man, I cast that thing, poofed up. It was crazy. But it only holds about another half that, because there's way more. This will hold way more line than the Silver Creek for sure. So it was already not fully spooled anyway. But I'm going to show you what I found out. Let's just cast it. And if you guys don't know, like, what's this dude talking about, go back to the first video, the Silver Creek versus Trout magnet, and it'll all make sense. So let me cast this. Okay, up. Now you can see we don't hardly have much line. It made it right even with the first cast that we had with the. Okay. It's making it right in the crack, even with where the Silver Creek was. Now let me see. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Where'd it go? Hang on, I don't see it. Still don't see it. Oh. Let me do it again. It's out in the street. As of right now, like I said though, I don't know if I'm helping or hurting. I can definitely cast it hard. I'm going to try to find out where that went before I pull it. I end up pulling it. I still don't see that one. It's one of those I just have to cast and guess when I think I should stop the spool, because it's so dark and that bait's so little. Okay, I'll just show you that. Now I have to admit, this thing casts awesome with the less line. Now I'm gonna have to put a different line on it and try it. So I'm gonna put 10-pound test on it. Hang on here. Okay, so right there, see it moving? That is roughly within range, but I was getting out here a little bit further when I first got it set with this line. I didn't get a chance, like I said, where you're only talking about half the line that I had on the Silver Creek. So what we're gonna do, since I'm not gonna buy any more 2-pound test ever in my life, I don't think, I'm gonna switch it up real quick. You guys can stay buckled up and holding on, because we're gonna cut this off. And man, I didn't bring my scissors out. I'm using my teeth. Actually, you don't even need to do that. Just pull it off. 2-pound test is 2-pound test. I'm throwing this in the trash. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Hang on. Here's what we're gonna do. I ain't gonna lie, I already got my money from Charles. Charles, that's yours now. I think this reel can outcast that reel with the trout magnet. I mean, it definitely can, because it'll hold, you know, when you put just as much line as what that will. I may have had to go a little bit tighter because it's going to have a little more weight and it could get a little unruly or whatever, but just what I'm seeing so far and the fact that it'll hold more line, it could be an all-around versatile reel. So for me, it's a yes, dog. It's a yes. But not with 2 pound. 2 pound test is a no, dog. That's a no for me. Don't mind the little junk I got going over here. So here's what we're going to do. Right now, and I'm still going to test these others, but we're going to test them in the real world of what I use. So these reels are going to have a slight advantage. They got 6 pound test braid. The Dark Wolf Ultra, the Trout BFS, and my Lingle all have 10 pound braid is what I run on them. I run them more or less all around BFS, but I also do run, what you call it? Yeah, but what do you call it? I run lightweight. I'll throw everything. I may switch them out. If I put them on a ultralight rod, I'll just run a 6 pound leader, leave the 10 pound test as main line, and you know, if I go back, then I put the 10 pound test leader back on, that kind of thing. So that's what we're doing here. This is the line that I've taken off the Dark Wolf Ultra. So we'll also be able to see how, in comparison, I'm not leaving it permanent right now. We're just gonna, I had the tape right there. Oh my God. So hang on here. Let me get this going. I tried to do this real quick. I got to drop this down between my legs and my feet. Don't drop phone. Oh my God. Stay put. Oh my goodness. You gotta at least get a wrap or two before you put any pressure on it. Oh my God. You guys, I can already tell you right now, I'm not gonna drop this reel. I may drop my phone off this chesty thing. I do more damage to stuff out here doing cast tests, especially with trying to do them live. But if I'd have tried to come out and do this, and then I have stuff, I still have videos from this last weekend, like all of them still to edit. I just finished the weekend before videos, editing them. I really need to be in there doing that now, but man, I want to try out this new reel. So far, I know, right? I'm Team Daiwa now, right? For sure, really? No, not really. But we are gonna put this thing through its paces. Initial thoughts, I'm gonna like it, other than that we're having an issue with the freeness of it. If you guys haven't watched that video, this is the brand new to me, brand new to the world, just came out this year, 22 Aldebaran BFS XG. Okay, so this reel, it's about the same, because that's probably about where I had the Dark Wolf Ultra stopped at. If you guys can make that out. I don't like going too crazy high. Just that little, I don't even know if you call that 1/8 of an inch. There's not a lot, but that's, I think it's about the right. It's about the same amount of line that the Dark Wolf Ultra holds. I want to say the Trout BFS holds more than all these other BFS reels. I think it holds a little more line than all the others. The Lingle, the Dark Wolf Ultra, definitely way more than any of the Alpha's BFS reels. Now they sell a spool, you know, aftermarket for the Zillion that'll hold more line than all these others. But that spool is not the greatest, but it's only 15 bucks. Or 13, I think it was 13 bucks. But for like all around BFS, it's not bad. Look at that drag clicker. Listen to it, boy. Oh, looky, looky, looky. Looky what your pops brought you. Okay, start over, redo. So from here on out, we're going to do this one, and I'm not going to redo this reel because I sold this to Charles, and it will not hold enough 10 pound line to really do a lot. So what I'm going to do is we're going to change things up a bit. I'm going to go ahead and take advantage, since I got all the line, it's spooled up, it's like ready to fish other than I didn't tie the knot. And I want to put brand new line on it when I get it ready. So we're just going to do this for testing, but it's exactly how it's going to be me out fishing it, whatever rod I end up putting it on. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this bait. We're going to see what it'll do with braid. You know, 10-pound braid. It definitely should limit how far this thing's going to go. But I was out throwing, you know, instead of throwing this, I was out throwing that little dude with 6-pound braid, like 20 feet. Let's just see. Oh man, my knot. Let's see what changed, how far off what's what, okay? Let me tilt you guys up where you can see what's going on. Let's backlash. Oh my gosh. Backlash. Backlash. Let me try to get that backlash out. Okay, so more line, heavier line. Tighten up the, let me go back to 5. When I was at 5 earlier, I went to 6. 6, I couldn't even hardly get it to cast with the trout magnet. I went to 5 and you could tell it was like still heavily restricted. So let's go there. Go back to 5 and let's see what we get. I do not have the drag set yet. Okay, so we're still, I think I just didn't stop it enough. Still getting out there, fishable distance. I can still go fish this thing. So it's probably only getting 46 to 48 feet. So we cut it 4 to 5 feet off, but that's not really a ton. We changed up a lot as far as line and how much capacity it has. So let me do one more and I'll take you down there and show it. I don't think I can go much. I think 5's about it once you have that fully spooled up. I'm going to take it down just a hair. And I will admit, this, if you put your thumb there and turn, I like this. I can actually turn it better and see it better than when it's tucked all up in the older Aldebaran. So far this hasn't bothered me one bit. I don't feel it yet. The only issue, and I'll show you real quick on this, if you guys remember, let me feed some line out. The only issue I've had is, see that resistance? See how slow that's falling? Now out here, kind of even jacking around, it's like I can't really hardly tell, but I can slightly tell. I'm hoping he gets broke in. Nope. I just barely went away from 5 and it backlashed again. So 5 is where it's going to probably have to be for a trout magnet anyway. Which kind of sucks if you ask me, because it only goes to 6. I mean, that part kind of sucks, that you're already that high into the brakes. But they do work good. I'm going to show you where it landed. So it's landing consistently out here, and when I turn it down, the deal goes. So if you remember right, see it right there moving? Let me try to move it. I see it jump. So I think there, that crack we had was like 45 foot, 50 foot's the street. So it's probably like, I don't know, it's over 45, but not by a lot. But a 1 gram trap magnet with 10-pound test braid, I mean, what do you expect? Oh boy, we caught something. Oh, look out, drag. Good time to set the drag. Right? Go a little tighter. A little bit tighter. I can feel the rod kind of almost bending into the reel seat, so that's probably good. All right, we got her set. It's ready to fish, really. I'm gonna put new line on it, but so now, hang on. Oh boy, my trout magnet. This thing's getting torn to pieces. So before I switch up, and I want you guys to come back. Like I said, I'm gonna make one more video. I'm not done with this reel. That's my newest one. I've cast all these others and been out fishing with them, so I am not like, I'm not worried about those, right? Let me hang on. Let me jump in here. Let me grab my BFS box. All right, let's see here. So now we're gonna do, when you see me come around, let me grab a drink of Diet Coke. I'm getting worn out. What do I want to throw? Oh, you know what? I don't want to throw none of that. Hang on. I want to grab, I'm just gonna show some of those. Where are they at? I'll throw this dude, and this dude, and that'll probably be good. I guess I can see what it does with this dude. Maybe this dude. All right. Let's just have a little, how well does it cast stuff? Uh-oh, where'd you guys go? Okay, we just got some baits out here, random baits. I just found them laying out in the street. No, I'm just playing. So we'll go to this. This is the, let's here. We got the scale right here. Let's just show you. There ain't no way I want to try to throw this. So we did the trout magnet. Oh my God, I'm trying to find a level spot here, level enough. Oh boy. This out of the way stuff. All right. I'm telling you guys, live streams. See what this weighs. 1.7 whatever. Close enough. Man, my stomach's growling. I haven't ate dinner yet. Here we go. Somebody's smoking the ganja. Smell it. Not me. I can't. I'm a truck driver. I get like randomly tested. Not that I want to anyway. Yeah. Let's go. Let's see how far this baby goes. We got everything dialed in. We are set to where the trout magnet was going. Oh, let me check this. But I like to leave it, so I know I might throw something fairly light. So you see how it's going to spin freer now, but it doesn't create a backlash. It may unwind at a time or two, but if I've had them, if you get too loose, you literally like turn, somebody says, hey, and you turn and didn't pay attention, you let go of that. I've literally had a backlash. I had to like set and mess with for like 30 seconds or so by a spool that is just too loose. That's why I don't even mess with them anymore. Plus I find I can cast a touch harder without a worry of backlash and turn this down more if I have this set. And I try to set it the same way all the time, so at least you know where you're at. When you take away side-to-side play, you never know for sure how much tension you got on that. All right, so here we go. Enough talk. All right, so no sign of back. I'm sure I can turn the brakes down, but I'm probably not going to mess with them. I'm just going to cast it a little harder now. Okay, so if you remember right, when I was doing shootouts with the other reels, I can tell you that about the middle of the street is about as far as the other ones would put this thing with the 10-pound. So that was right at the middle of the street. I'm not going to take you guys out there. So I think just by that, my honest opinion, this reel is legit, right? Did anybody doubt it? It's just Shimano, right? I just am not sure about this little, I'm hoping it frees up more. If it doesn't, I don't know what to do to get it to free up. And I'm curious if mine's the only one, you know. So I like it. I got somebody commented in the comments about you need a black rod, but I don't think you need a black rod, definitely not with gold. I need to find a rod that I like this on. I do not like this on this. What's funny though is, I don't know if you guys paid attention. Charles, I don't know if you did either. I actually liked the Silver Creek on the CU double. That is a good looking, the goal's not quite, but it's close enough. And once you do away with that funky brown 70s couch, you know, EVA handle and put actual cork, like me, if I had my cork, you know, regular cork knob on there like I had originally, because I had this on the CU double, but with that regular handle, and it definitely sucks. But it actually does go with the CU double pretty good. This reel, I don't think it does. Personal opinion. As far as working, it's fine. But as far as looks, I don't like the looks. All right, I'm just curious. The CU double's not the greatest for throwing a shaky head, but I can throw it. No, wait, you know what? Let's just go to the big boy, 4-gram bait. Let's see if it'll cast it and no issues of backlashing, you know, without messing with the drag. Like, set it and forget it, right? We like those reels. We set it, we can throw a trout magnet, fish it. We could put this is a 4-gram Proveros, those $2 Proveros baits. You know, we may want to just jump out there and start, whoa, shoot. Yeah, no problem, that thing launched it. Like, I threw it a little higher than I should have, so it actually lost a little distance because it did an arc, but it like just easily, you could feel it like effortlessly like sending it out. So it's going, it hit the sidewalk the first time, so that is 60, 70, I think that's 75 feet on just not a, and this is an ultralight tip. Like if you had the light tip, so yeah, that is probably 80 feet. And I'm not even trying, like, I don't know, I definitely could get more. This is an ultralight tip, so I don't want to put everything I got into it, but I guarantee I have no doubt that I could hit that house if I wanted to. No problems. It's about 100 foot probably. So this reel seems legit, boys and girls. It'll hold roughly the same line as this reel. So let's just compare it to this reel. I'm gonna end this video. Even though I don't have any more 2-pound line, I'm still gonna make a video or two, if not today, tomorrow. I'm gonna put the Dark Wolf Ultra versus the Trout Magnet. Even this reel with 6-pound, probably the Airstream Custom, and not this one. We already did this one, and this is actually a very good working reel also. It's just limited to what I consider ultralight BFS only. This reel, this spool, and this one. All the alphas I have anyway so far, they're limited to that. They're awesome for ultralight, but they're kind of, that's it. The Lingle and the Corrado BFS, and you'll probably see in the deal, they're kind of limited to all around. They work. You could go ultralight BFS. I do not recommend. I recommend the Dark Wolf Ultra, any of those, or like this. And if you want something that can do both, it's a good all around, and it let me shut that off, and it is awesome for ultralight. The Dark Wolf Ultra, for the money. I got another one coming that's only 61 bucks. This was 70 or 72. The Black Knight 2, which is basically the same reel. Now there's a bunch of them out on the market. The is it Solo King has a silver one. Kingdom has the one with purple and one with pink, come with 2 spools. Those have a different braking system. They may suck for real lightweight stuff. I don't know yet. I haven't tried them. I don't know if you guys want to take the chance and get them. That's up to you. But I think there is the new kid on the block, the Aldebaran. I'm trying to still make myself like that. That almost just looks weird. But as I'm sitting here and the way I look at the reel, what I can see of the reel, when I'm, you know, most of the time I'm using it, I think it looks tough. I like this kind of look. I'm not sure about this cutout. See that right there? It just looks Yankee. Like, I would have thought, and they should have, they tried to make it look cooler, but I think they just made it look worse. They should have joined that edge. That edge should have been joined and maybe, not really rounded, maybe rounded though, just change that up a little bit. I think it would have been better. This reel does not feel good on this CU double though, by the way. This Silver Creek looks better and does feel better on the CU double. This reel It's almost like tight pinching like that. I honestly I did that on, because I don't really like these reel seats. I may do that. I may cut that off and just give it a little nub where I still got a sort of a trigger. I know where to grab it, you know, to make this rod feel better. But anyway, so if you have any questions, yes, it's a yes for me. I got this on Digitaka. It's like $287 or like $360 everywhere else. Even the Digitaka, you just gotta wait. Like thanks again. It was, I think Nate may have commented on first about being on there, or Brew Tank Outdoors is who, you know, messaged me like right when he's like, "There's some on there. You better hurry up." So thank you again. I got the reel. It's an awesome reel. Did I need it? No. I got it though. I actually sold Charles this so I could buy another Zillion, which I did. And this is still, as of right now, and by the end of the year, be waiting for it. I'm gonna have basically a reel of the year, and you guys can put your input on what you feel is the best reel that came out this year. Is it the Lingle that you can still get, but they're $100? Is it the Dark Wolf Ultra come from AliExpress? Is it the fact that now you can get the Corrado or the Scorpion or the the whatever SLX, right? Or is it the new Aldebaran? Or was it the Silver Creek? Right? I'll be honest, right now, as of right now, that's out because I can't get them for the same price. That may be out because if they've got fixed magnets. Otherwise, that would definitely be it. But if not, sorry, bub, you're out. So it's kind of a toss-up between these guys. I'm gonna have to get this out and fish it. I'm still thinking it's gonna be my Zillion with the SV Boost Spool, all around, you know, fishing reel that I can throw a 2-gram bait, and you may see that again. It's in a video. You can go look up the Zillion versus the Aldebaran MGL 30, and I was right out here casting something like this. I don't know if it's this exact one or an actual 16th ounce with the round head like this with a crappie jig. It was basically 2 grams. The MGL 30 could not, like, it sucked it with 2 grams, as it probably should have. It just wasn't a real great one. And the SV Boost Spool surprised me how well I could cast that 2-gram bait on a Zillion. So anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'm going to try to put at least one more together, maybe the Dark Wolf Ultra. I'm going to take this line right off. I'm going to cast this thing way across the street, swap the line onto Dark Wolf Ultra, and I'll come right back. We'll put the Trout magnet on it, try it, and then we'll just double check what we did with this thing and this to see how well the Dark Wolf Ultra stacks up to this. But you're gonna have to stay tuned and watch for that next video. It's coming up in like 5 or 10 minutes, probably 5 minutes. Line's too thick. You ain't kidding, it is. Yeah, somebody said 4-pound, 209 fishing, the sweet spot, or braid. Yeah, I like, I don't know. I'd like to be able to just throw 10-pound on everything, but I do like I like this reel with this spool, and I really like, where'd it go? This reel with that spool. That thing just feels awesome. But I can get like 120 feet of 6-pound braid, but for ultralight fishing, I probably could, and I may try it, get some 4-pound braid on both of these, since these are pretty, not this reel, but just that spool, and I'll put it in this reel and I'll take it to the creeks and streams. These two are pretty much zoned in on, that's just for my little ultralight BFS fishing. The plan for this is to be my favorite all-around BFS. It should take the place of the Corrado, hopefully, or this, or even the Lingle. The Lingle's kind of just that all-around beater. Those things are hard to beat. I like the Lingles. They feel good. They just work good too. All right, guys, stay tuned. Be right back.